as brief as possible. The intros are very corny, always corny. I don't know why. And maybe you get paid more if yours is really corny. Like that would make a lot of sense. But moving on. Okay, guys. So I had to watch episode 1 again and watched episode 2 for the first time. So I'm just gonna combine the notes that I made and just make it one thing. Looks, who knows how to dress. She seems like a formidable businesswoman who knows what she's about. She cares about her kids. She cares about herself. And we've seen that. And Nonku will host. Whether she does it well or not, that's besides the point.
Hey, what is this, honey?
The others host as well, don't get me wrong, but Nonku will host. Here's what I don't like about Nonku. Unonku comes across as disingenuous as well as dishonest sometimes. The whole Ayanda situation, hey, you brought it to the group. You brought it to the group.
I know of you and I know that you know of me.
You could have taken it to Aban Bagwan to have the conversation before the show started, during the show, after the show, and you're saying people must come to you. They didn't apologize. Ayanda was acting beneath. She said it was beneath her. Wasn't like limbo bow. And then for your mom to say she thinks she was pretending. And he tries to bring it up. You're telling her it's none of her business. You made it their business. You brought it up in front of them.
From episode 1, the story was brought up.
By you.
And
now they can't come to you and ask you. You bring the thing up about Ulondi. You don't want people in your business, but you want to bring up a situation that wasn't being spoken about at that time. Girl, then at the cake thing, and he tells you about the event. She tells you, I feel your mom was rude. Yes, Annie heard wrong, and I'm glad you addressed it. But now you go to your mom and you're like, out of the blue, and he says, out of the blue, the conversation she had with her mom. It felt like she was forcing her mom to deal with things she doesn't want to deal with. You know, I actually quite like the Queen, minus the comment she made about Ayanda and what happened last. I think it would be great if she didn't have confessions. It would be great if she was just there as her daughter's mother.
I'm a single my kid, I'm a mother. No drama. I'm bothered. Clapping back, clapping on the eye.
Okay, I like Annie. I like her hustle. I like the fact that she seems to be very close to her husband, and they just seem like a really happy family. And I really love that for them. The wedding looked superb. Yay! That really looked beautiful, and she just looks more youthful this season. She looks more assertive, and I like that for her. Where to get off.
Mandum atheke seza angakulingi ndithi hey so nice thenza jongeleyo akhuphe umpu athi uyagcwala ngale ndithi gcwala sengcwele masimba kanyoko.
I like that a lot. Here's my issue with Annie.
Please don't know. I'm scared.
I think she heard something about Leslie. They didn't have a really great exchange last season.
I don't need someone to come and say, oh, Annie purposefully forgot my candles. Rather ask me, this was an accusation. And I don't appreciate that.
Things were on a rocky place, so everyone's gonna try and get ammunition on whomever, you know? So maybe that's what happened, maybe not. And she got information that Leslie was not who she portrayed herself to be. But as far as I remember, Leslie told people to Google her. She didn't tell people that she's married to anyone. And everyone was just on her because some people knew the story and other people maybe didn't.
Tell me she can teach me this and that because she's not anybody's wife.
Girl, she was just chatting. Like, she was just trying to be cute, but I understand that it could have come across a certain way because they do have history and we need to remember that. That is why I appreciate the olive branch she extended to Ula Tonto by trying to link up and sort things out. And that's the one thing I didn't like about Ula Tonto when she said, oh, I didn't think we had an issue. Those are very jabby things to say because you guys did have an issue. You accused her of leaving something.
Something, very much something.
And you guys haven't seen each other since the finale. Do you get what I'm saying? What I want from Annie are more looks. She's beautiful. She has a bag. Did you all see that house, child? Did y'all see that house? crazy about the confession looks. The only one I'm crazy about is the third one. Love it. She looks incredible. The very clueless looking type vibe with the suit. She looked. I also like the pondo of hers when it's down here. Shout outs to her for standing up for Ayanda, whether she knows it or not. Regarding the Londi situation, I do wish that she had told Londi, because they seem to be friends. Like, just let me know, girl. Like, then it's not a thing. You don't have to invite anyone to your wedding, but like, maybe Londi should have brought it up and been like, "Oh, girl," you know what I mean? Instead of bringing it up in this thing. Sorisha, I love Sorisha. I think she minds her business. I think she also adds spice. I don't think she's just there. So she contributes to the show, and I like that a lot. And she's fabulous, luxury, all of that. Loves her family, loves her babies. I think it's gonna rain. My favorite look from Sorisha so far has to be the all black ensemble she wore to the that date they had, the four of them. I think in episode 2. I'm making an effort. I'm coming through. I'm gonna show these hands. I'm gonna, and she gonna. Hi, she gonna. Let's see. I think she did come across as aggressive initially because of the Google Meet thing or whatever. Just say you don't want to talk about something. Just say you don't want to talk about it. So I have to bring this closer because of the rain, child. But I do really appreciate that Latonto has been more welcoming this season, because last season she was very closed off. She came across a certain way. Yes, we loved her. She was funny. We love her confessions. We love the things she even says in front of the ladies. But she did come across as house is beautiful. She looks amazing. She did before. Girl, now, why did you invite yourself to Londi's house? Why? That conversation was cute. I mean, there are things we can pull out on it, but for purposes of time, because no, that was weird for me, but I'm happy it turned out to be great. I think Utopia is gonna come in the way like Tonto came in. Remember last year, like Tonto came in like on the 3rd episode, 4th episode, 5. So I think we're gonna start seeing her as time goes. But I do like how we saw her in this 2nd episode. I love the fact that her husband seemed to be supporting of her doing this thing. Love that. Londi is a wild cracker. Londi's a baddie. I love that. I'm a problem. Call me around with daddy. For real. Love the looks. I think she's spicy. She brought up the wedding thing more than once. Why did she pretend not to know Unongu? There's no way you're not gonna know Unongu. I didn't know Unongu from before, but if you're joining a show and you know that there were people before, whether she comes back or not, you must do your research. There's no way she doesn't know Unongu. But I really like Londi. I'm excited to see what she does on the show. I think this is a great thing for her in her career, because she's doing well anyway. So it's just let's keep going up, you know. And when it looks like we have baba, we fed beat, and get on the fed beat. That's my effing problem. Love Jojo, her commentary. She seems like a sweetheart, but she's very honest, and I love that. Brilliant for the show. I think she's also gonna keep people on their toes. I'm really excited for her. Kubane, I just like her. She doesn't take herself too seriously, but she does take herself seriously. And like, when she shows that to us when she's really nervous to meet the ladies, you know. I like her husband. I like their house. I think we are gonna get a lot of quotables from Jojo. I think she might clash a bit with Nongu, maybe even Annie, I think. But I'm happy with the additions. I'm happy with the one lady that didn't come back. I hope she's good wherever she is. I wish her the best. But I don't think I'm happy she's gonna come back, girl. But I do miss Mabusi and Ayada. Hey, Sana. Now we've reached the end of the video, and my takeaway is as following. These ladies are friends for the show. This is work. I wish Anne said she gets weird vibes from like I wish she told her. I wish she was upfront in that regard. But maybe she said in her mind that, you know, I'm not gonna make this a thing. If this hand doesn't see an issue, let me leave it. Because that's a real thing to feel, you know? Nongo, you live far. You live in Hillcrest. If these women live in Durban, they travel for your event. Petrol 20 rand, 28 cents. But if you're gonna do something that requires them to sit on the floor, just give them a heads up on the kind of situation that you're gonna lead them to. Here's the one on my event. I also said, why would anyone call Nongu? Like, why would anyone take on you? Why would you feel people want to take on you, girl? Leslie seems very mature this season. I like the moment she had with Sabrisha. Mabusi, the queen of luxury in the house. Ooh, I was so happy to see her at her convention. Question Mark was beautiful as always. This is gonna be a great season. I just hope people don't try to cause drama. Like, let the drama happen for itself. There is enough drama to go around. Okay? But let me know if you enjoyed this, what you want to see more of, and what you think I missed out on. See you next week. That's my takeaway.